How'd you do? I'm the Bootleg Theorist. Currently I'm in prison, but the law can't stop this old boy from making my shitty knockoff theories. Today's episode is about Archimedes. This guy. He invented some kind of special butt plug thing, and he discovered how to weigh things with water. Not gonna lie though, it looks stoned. If this is how you get knowledge, please hook me up with some of that wisdom plant. What was I doing again? Oh right, yeah. He said a famous quote. I say famous, it's famous for nerds. He said, "Give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it. I shall move the world." So naturally, me being me, I decided that I'm going to find out the length of lever needed to move the Earth. Because this is the best thing I can do whilst my summer holidays are happening. How a lever works is it's basically a force markiplier. A force multiplier. Yes. The farther something is from the fulcrum, this thing, then the easier it is to lift said something. The equation for this is newtons of force times distance from the centre of leverage equals newtons of force times distance from the centre of leverage. Say we have a 1000 newtons, or about 102 kilogram object pressing down at 1 Earth gravity. 1 meter away from the fulcrum, and you apply a force at 10,000 meters away. You would only need to apply 1 newton of force to move it. Even my muscle atrophy riddle arms could probably lift that a little. The Earth has a mass of around 5.972 times 10 to the power of 24 kilograms. We need to find the force the Earth would have on an indestructible lever, so we need to know the Earth's mass, but we also need to have a gravity present. Let's just say it's Earth's gravity, because fuck physics, you make me want to gouge out what little brains I have left and bleach them. So to find the force, we take 5.972 times 10 to the power of 24 and times it by 9.81 meters per second, which is Earth's gravity at around sea level. This gives us 58 septillion, 585 sextillion and 320 quintillion newtons of force, which is only slightly lighter than your mum. So the next thing we need to decide is how much force we want to apply to the other end of the lever. I'm just going to use a human because I have some spare, and also because that makes it more interesting. I say interesting, it just means it's not Earth's force. Our equation will look like this. 58 septillion, 585 sextillion, 320 quintillion equals 559 times distance from the centre of leverage. The Earth will be 1 meter away from the fulcrum because I can't be asked to put in another number. All we do to find the distance is we divide. Update the old equation, 58 septillion, 585 sextillion, 320 quintillion divided by 559 equals the distance from the centre of leverage. I whip out the old calculator from my body and spend about 5 seconds putting the numbers in. Our grand total is 104 sextillion, 803 quintillion, 792 quadrillion, 486 trillion, 583 billion, 184 million, 250,000 and 602.862 meters long, which is also equivalent to 11,077,454.02 light years long. That is around 100 times the Milky Way. Also, thinking about it, if the lever was indestructible, then wouldn't it just rip through the Earth and cut it in half at that force? Well, it's been fun, Bucks, but I have to get going. Farewell, and may your colonies never rise up and declare independence. He's over there! Get him!